Hello CollX users, I'm here to get you ready for that first sale. You're all excited. My name's Greg Pear, I'm a CollX ambassador. We've got to get the settings just right to make that first sale go smoothly. So you're prepping for a sale, you've started, you've got some items scanned in, you've got some items priced, they show up under My Listings, and then all of a sudden you check your messages or you get a notification that says, hey, you've got an offer. Woohoo, right? Well, don't click on the offer just yet. This is simply an offer. It's not a sale. I haven't agreed on anything. A user has sent me an offer for one of my cards. So at this point, I'm going to call timeout and say, let's make sure all of the settings are right before I do anything with that offer. If our settings are off and we try to negotiate that deal, we are going to get error messages and we'll have to start all over. So what do we do? First of all, have you set your return address? CollX needs to have an address in place in order for your buyer to pay. If you don't have an address in, you can't generate a shipping label with a return address, which is a must, and your buyer won't even be able to pay. They get an error message that says seller needs to enter address. How do you do that? You go to the gear, you click on the gear, you go down to my shipping address, you simply enter your address and click save and you are ready to go. Now, how about the shipping preferences? You've got to talk to your buyers and talk to CollX and say, here's how I prefer to ship cards. I'm going to show you my preferred methods. Again, you go to the gear and you press that gear icon and that brings you up to Seller Tools. Seller Tools is where you will find accept offers and shipping settings. Those are the two we're going to be talking about right now. First of all, again, preferred setting, I would turn accept offers on. Here's why. If you don't have accept offers on, the only thing your potential buyer sees is buy it now. So, how do they know if you've been active on the app? How do you know if you're on vacation? How do you know if you're even checking stuff? By having accept offers on, much like that card offer from Sean M came to me, it's kind of like a pinging process. Hey, I wonder if Greg is active. I wonder if he's going to respond to this message. If accept offers is off and I choose buy it now, the only way that the deal will go through, it'll make me pay right then. What if you haven't been on CollX for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month or two? Well, I'm out that money and then I have to go through a refund process. So I highly recommend turning on accept offers. Then you go to shipping settings, and under shipping settings, I would definitely recommend turning on buyer pay shipping. All buyers, for the most part, are accustomed to paying for the stuff that they buy. I would also recommend turning on CollX will generate for me a shipping label. This is really cool. You'll see what it looks like in a second. And then preferred method is envelope. That way you can ship 1 or 2 or 3 cards in just a normal, simple envelope. If you have those settings set, CollX knows exactly how much to charge your buyer. If a buyer buys a bunch of cards or a graded card in a hard plastic case that you have for sale, it's automatically going to kick over to package, and notice what happens there. Package, then your postage that the buyer will pay is anywhere from $362 to $574, and it asks you, hey, what label size do you want me to print out? So a little 4x6, you just print it out, stick it to your preferred method of mailing. I highly recommend watching Ted and Sean M on how to pack and how to ship, how to get cards physically ready to package and ship. They do a great job. Those videos are in your feed. Okay, so once those are set, now it's ready. We're ready to start. So we're going to click on the middle of that offer. And when you do, it says, hey, do you want to accept the offer, reject the offer, or counter the offer with a different price? Your first sale, you're ready to go. Most CollX ambassadors are probably going to offer you pretty close to asking price on a card. So I would accept. And when you accept the offer, this is a separate offer. It's not that 75-cent offer, but this is what it looks like once an offer is accepted. It says, woohoo, Greg Pears accepted an offer for $16 for 4 cards. That doesn't mean my buyer has paid yet. That doesn't mean your buyer has paid you yet. You will get a notification when your buyer has paid you. Once the buyer has paid you, you come back and you can click on My Sales, or you can click on My Deals, or you can click on the notification and it says, hey, you've been paid. Now you can view the order details. Under order details, you click on that and notice that since the buyer has paid, CollX has automatically generated a tracking number. That's ready to rock and roll. All you do is click on download shipping label. It looks like this. You send that to your printer, you print it, package it, tape it, and stick it in the mail, and you're ready to go. Not quite finished. If you choose to, under that same menu option, you can print a packing list. Many sellers wrap the cards, first of all, in a protective plastic sleeve, and then if they're putting it in an envelope, they might fold this paper around that card for further protection. So download shipping label and print packing list. Once those things are done, this is important too, you need to mark the order as shipped. When they do, hey, take a look at what your buyer gets in email. Notice first of all, when you accepted the deal, hey, congratulations, your order has been received, so that tells me that you've accepted my offer. Then, when you mark as shipped, also I get an email that says, hey, my order is on the way. Now, show me the money. How do you get paid? So the card is in transit, and again, we're taking a look at My Money. When you click on My Money, you've got 3 different pots of money. First of all, the card you just sold, the money is going to be sitting in this pending bucket. Until the buyer receives it, it will stay here. Once it is received, it transfers from pending over here to balance. This CollX credit might be the result of a gift card, or you may have won a CollX contest or something like that, and they may have given you some credit to spend as well. Okay, and so back to the order. Once you hit mark as received, or once I should say your buyer gets the card, looks at it, marks it as received, then they will rate you as a seller, and you can rate them as a buyer on the bottom of the order details, and your money has moved from pending into balance, and so this money will move down once those cards physically get to your buyer. If you take a look also one more time, and under balance, if you were to click on balance, that shows the balance. If you have a bank account in there, that's when you can withdraw the money. Please note there's a minimum of $10 to withdraw funds, and as of now, $2 per withdrawal fee to dump it over into your bank. So let that money build up. Better yet, spend it right here on CollX and purchase from fellow hobbyists. You are ready to go. You are ready to start selling. Make sure these settings are in place. Happy collecting, and to your success.